RISE has a number of educational components or pillars that have made it uniquely successful in the market. The first pillar or component is our immersive subject-based approach to teaching English. Not only do we immerse children in an English-speaking environment, but we teach English through subjects, math, science, social sciences, so that our students have a purpose for using English. I guess our motto could be considered, our students don't just learn English, they learn in English.
What the RISE subject base is teach you the knowledge you already know, but they just use English. And that way is that the kids think, speak, use the words in English.
But it's more than being able to speak English. It's about confidence, I think, in speaking English. And again, this is something that RISE does very well. It encourages people to be fluent in English and speak idiomatic English, by learning all their subjects in English, rather than looking at English as some kind of foreign language, which one studies from a distance. One immerses oneself in the language. And that gives a kind of confidence, which I think will translate to self-confidence when a person comes to university in America.
The second pillar of RISE is our leadership training program. The leadership training program develops what we call non-cognitive skills in our students. These are the kinds of skills that build confidence, that allow students to be able to present in front of others, to work in teams. It's the social and life skills that allow students to become better learners.
LTD is one of the most amazing part in RISE teaching concept or teaching ideas. So in each class, maybe from pre-K to S5, in each class the teachers, when they teach the students, not only teach them the language or the knowledge, but they also teach them how to be how to say that, a presenter?
Yeah.
Yes, and how to work with other classmates or the teammates.
What we've been doing very successfully is teaching these kids social skills and leadership skills and confidence as much as we've been teaching them transactional English. Not just esoteric vocabulary-based grammatical English, but actual user-friendly English.
Hello everyone, I'm Cindy. Today we have an experiment. This experiment is about water cycle.
So to me, it's kind of the first step on the road to whether it's Harvard, Princeton, Yale, or LSE or wherever they want to go to college. We're giving them that first step.
This is one of the reasons a program like RISE, I think, is so positive, so important, is it encourages just these values and virtues, the ability to think for oneself, the ability to work with others, partnership, collaboration, and at the same time a sense of individual autonomy.
The third pillar of RISE is the way in which we have integrated technology into our English language offering. Students are using technology at home. They use it to socialize. It's the means by which they interact with one another. So why shouldn't we introduce that sort of technology in the classroom as well?
And RISE is an amalgam of rigorous pedagogy and an approach to teaching that's founded upon all the best principles of what we've learned and what we've been world leading in for the last many years, combined with the disruption of technology. I think what RISE does very well is we use technology in a very engaging way from a child's perspective, but we use the technology in a very data analytical way from an administrator, from a teacher, and from a parent's perspective. And yet, it's all captured in a very rigorous, holistic, pedagogical environment where ultimately it's all about sound teaching, sound learning.
Of course, there are a number of other elements to RISE that have made it particularly successful. The high quality of the digital content that we provide, the very thorough teacher training program, a standardized curriculum that allows all teachers to avail of the best quality lesson plans.
But in order for us to be able to use local resources, we had to have best IP, intellectual property, which we do from Oak Cliff to Harvard. And we had to have create very standardized lesson plans and a standardized curriculum that the teachers could follow. On top of that, having a technology that uses US voiceover means that the voice of the teacher is not as important.
The success of any English language program comes down to whether or not students can use English effectively. And not just a few words of English, a bit of vocabulary, but to be able to speak English in a fluent, participatory way. RISE delivers just that.
But whether we like it or not, English is the lingua franca of the global world. Therefore, to have the kind of jobs that you look for, to build the China that has huge potential, and to make a success of your life, English becomes an absolutely fundamental component. And I know of no program better than the RISE program to create the confidence and the ability to command English and therefore command the rest of your career.